Water?
Check.
Snacks?
Check.
Sunscreen?
Check.
Charger?
Check.
TCG?
Check.
3DS?
And check.
Let's go.
We all live in a Pokemon world.
Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for a return to our Pokemon GO adventures in the real world. It's been a while since we had an update here in Pokemon GO, because not really much new, different stuff has been happening in the game. The raid battles are continuing, of course. What I'm going to show you here, probably showing you already, is the footage of my first Raikou raid that I did take part in. Of course, I didn't have a video upload for that. Specifically for it, people were asking, where's your Raikou footage? But it's really nothing new, you know, it's the same kind of thing as the legendary bird raids. So, what you're seeing now, though, is my capture. Not sure where at in the footage this is just yet, because, of course, it's going to be spliced in afterwards, but you might be seeing such amazing items I got out of that first raid. Hopefully I'm not spoiling anything, but I'll just say TMs were a thing, golden raspberries, rare candies, all the good stuff that I love to get from these raids. So, the raids do continue. I want to try to keep doing the legendary raids if I can help it. Help out other people get their own Raikou and whatever other legendaries appear, because I like the items that you can get. Now, what I also want to show off is some more footage here of another special encounter that I had. It was something just happened upon, or something I just happened upon, on the boardwalk in my uptown area. And there's some screaming in the background. Hopefully the audio is going to block that out. But you're seeing a pretty fancy Pokemon right there. It is a shiny Magikarp. So, as I said, I was going to wait until I get a second shiny Magikarp to choose one of them to become the shiny Gyarados, which I eventually evolve into. As you can see here, I do have Cracker, the original Magikarp, shiny that I did get. I've also got the new Magikarp here as well. Turns out the new one actually has worse stats than the first one did, so the original Cracker is going to be evolved into a Gyarados. So what we're going to do here, take a moment, because, as I say, there wasn't anything really amazing event-wise going on, but if I check out the news, this hasn't been updated yet. However, it is currently the Equinox event in Pokemon GO. What's going on here, special 2-kilometer eggs might hatch such rare things as, they mentioned Chansey, Larvitar, Mareep is another option. And what I want to do is try to get as many 2-kilometer eggs as possible during this event, try to hatch them up. Also, currently in the shop, you'll see some special boxes are available for sale. You can get the new Super Incubator, which is a regular incubator, but it incubates eggs 1.5 times as fast. So I can get 3 of those plus 5 lure modules. I am going to get one of those. In fact, I'll probably pick up some coins along the way from where I'm currently at in the east side of town to go to the uptown area. Because one of the first priorities I had to do for this event is I have to restock the Pokeballs. Scrolling down, you'll see that I've got a pretty good amount of healing items, but I'm only at 39 Pokeballs. So I want to try to get as many as possible, because during this event, not only are special 2-kilometer eggs going to hatch rare Pokemon, you also get double the Stardust for capturing Pokemon as well as hatching them. In addition, every new addition to your... I said addition twice. Every new addition to your Pokedex is going to get you triple the experience points that it normally does. So, that being the case, I've only got one new species I'm going to add. In fact, let's just go through here. I've been walking my Doduo Heads. I mentioned before that, as I mentioned mostly in the Pokemon Coliseum videos, because that's what I've been doing a lot of the uploads lately, I did manage to find my 5th Doduo. Haven't found many after that, but I walked Heads a good amount, 84.3 kilometers. Without any further ado, it is time to add our triple bird Pokemon, Heads the Dodrio, to the team. Let's do this right now. And it's kind of interesting. I'm getting triple experience for adding a triple bird Pokemon. This is one of the few species from Gen 1 I don't have yet, other than, of course, regionals and legendaries. Hopefully the wind's not too bad as we get our Dodrio added to the team. Heads is here. Should be worth 1,500 experience plus 500 for... 500 for the evolution and 15 for just the new edition. So we got 1,001. Steel Wing and Aerial Ace are the moves. I might want to give him a fast TM to get a different move at some point. Let's see how much experience we get for this. I thought so. 2,000. So 1,500 for a new species, 500 for the evolution. I kind of like the fact that now that he's bigger, he's in behind me. Look how far back he is, too. Anyways, we want to evolve one more Pokemon. We're going to scroll down to our 2 Magikarp. So the first thing we're going to do is rename this one the new Cracker. I kind of don't usually like to reuse the same nickname that I've used before, but in this sense, we're going to keep Cracker as a goldfish. So that is our Golden Magikarp for keeps. This one we're actually going to rename Sonia, which I believe you spell this way. There's a character named Red Sonia. This is a female Magikarp, going to be female Gyarados, of course, because I've been saving up this candy for a long time. It's time to get a shiny Gyarados added to our collection. Evolve up there, my friend. I'm not going to gain any new additions for, or new experience, sorry, triple experience for a new addition to the Pokedex, but we're getting a pretty rare species as it is. The Red Gyarados, everybody. First seen in Gen 2's Lake of Rage, up to 1839. That is not bad. Let's just check all of our Pokemon. Let's go to our favorites and see who we are working with. So, Sonia is pretty far up there as well. Pretty cool. Anyway, so, my first priority, as I say, we're going to go to the Uptown area and restock as many Pokeballs as we can. Try to get as many 2-kilometer eggs also. And I guess I'm going to pick up one of those special boxes for some super incubators. So, I'll meet up with you in a moment as I hit the Uptown area. So now that I'm uptown for the day, I realize there's a few other Pokemon I do want to show off in my collection, because it's been a while since I showed you a bit of an update. So let's scroll down a little bit here. Recently, I was able to hatch my 5th Totodile, finally, so I can add Snapper from our Johto team to my collection. Here he is. I powered him up. Have I powered him up? I don't think I have just yet. He's pretty powerful as he is, though. Let's check the quick appraisal here. Battle with the best of them. Attack and defense are really strong, so that's pretty good. Now, in addition, I've been doing a lot of raid bosses of Croconaw lately, because I did want to get Feraligatr on the team, and of course, Snapper the Totodile. I'm not going to evolve him, so I'm going to keep him as is. But if we scroll up, we can take a look at Dundee, my Feraligatr. And his stats say, battle with the best, HP, attack, and defense are all strong. So he's not maxed out, but he's as strong as I need him to be. So what we're going to do right here, I'm heading towards a raid boss, another Croconaw, because it took a lot of candy to evolve him up, of course. And I've powered him up a little bit. Not super amazing, but I want to replenish the candy. So I'm going after this Croconaw so I can Pinat Berry it and hear a lot of background traffic noise, but see if I can get myself closer to 100 candies, because that is still one of my goals with a lot of the Pokemon in my collection. Now, let me get my stop here as we walk. There's one more Pokemon I do want to show off. What do we get? Got ourselves some basic stuff. But another Pokemon I have here in the collection, scrolling down to about the 700s or so, I think it is. Where are you at? Ramses. I was able to finally hatch my 5th, not my 5th, but I've hatched, what would you call it? I've caught a few wild ones, but mostly they've been hatches. Mareep, basically. So I do have Ramses. I did have enough candy to evolve up into the 2nd stage, rather stage 1, I guess you call it. But I need more candy to evolve into the final stage of Ampharos. So, right now, as I say, Mareep is supposed to be kind of common out of 2-kilometer eggs. So what I'm doing right now, I do have the 2-kilometer one incubating. Make sure I'm crossing the street safely here to go after that Totodile. Or sorry, Croconaw. Where are you at? I still got 12 minutes. That's plenty of time. What I'm going to do now, though, I did buy some more coins. Let's open up this special box, get 3 super incubators, 5 lure modules. Alright, we have added those into our inventory. So what I want to do, save the super incubators just for 10-kilometer eggs, because you're going to get your most bang for your buck that way. Hopefully the sunlight is not too bright on you there. And let's go to our eggs. We have a 10-kilometer one. Let's toss it in one of our super incubators. 3 of them, 3 uses apiece. Very well spent coins. Now, they don't have them for sale individually just yet. And when they do, I'm not sure what they're going to cost, but at least you still get the full 3 uses out of them. Any Pokemon around this way? Not just yet, so I guess all we're going to do right now, I'll take on this raid boss. You've seen this before. I'm not going to waste your time showing you this kind of raid boss again. But as we start hatching some of these eggs, I'll come back, show you what possible rare species do hatch in a little bit. Actually, second thought, I do want to show off this battle simply because I get to show off Zapdos and Raikou in battle. I don't think I've used Zapdos yet on the channel. And as a Team Instinct team member, I kind of need to show off Zapdos, don't I? Alright, so we have Croconaw here at a 5207. This thing might have Ice Punch for the charged move, which I've seen kind of commonly. And the reason I want to come back and show you some footage here is because, once I'm done this, I want to show you I've been working on a lot of the gym badges in the area as well. Alright, so let's see what it goes for. So going for Scratch Attack, that is fine, I can handle that. Do you have the Ice Punch? I don't think you do, because you used it by now. Oh, you got Crunch, though. So once we get you down about halfway with Zapdos, I guess we'll let... Ooh, okay, that hurt. Let's go into Raikou now. Let's see what the legendary Beast of Johto from our North American selection here of those beasts has to offer. I do have Thunderbolt for the charge move here. How much can we do to the Croconaw, everybody? Very good amount. Let's try to take it down a little bit more. Watch the crunch. I'm not really dodging that well, but kind of don't need to. We got the legendary power here. Croconaw is down. So my main goal here is to Pinap Berry it, catch it, and get 10 candies instead of just 5. Because of course the Pinap Berry does double the candy that you get when you catch Pokemon. Do we get any cool items? A couple super potions, a rare candy? I'll take that. I love the rare candies. I'll show you something I'm trying to do with the rare candies as well. Now first of all, let's focus on getting this capture. Hopefully I can do this with one hand okay. Look how casual I am. I'm sitting back, all relaxed. We got Croconaw here with the Pinap Berry. $8.99. I think it's the strongest one I've seen. Okay, and alright, curveball, excellent throw. First shot. Wasn't expecting that good of a throw. Does that make the catch? Not quite. Not quite. Now, my camera has a weird thing. It changes the angle sometimes. I don't know why. But it makes for some pretty interesting photos if I want to take them. Okay, attack all you like. You're getting caught with a great throw. Of course, we didn't raspberry you. We're just going for the Pinap. Will that be enough? That's not it. Well, could be here for a while, folks. As I said, I've been working on getting the gym badges powered up. I've got 5 gold, as I'll show you. That was a terrible throw. This is currently one of the, not the gold ones yet. This here is the Calvary Temple. Alright, come on. Stop putting on a show for the people. This is my channel, Croconaw, not yours. Although I'll gladly share it with you if you want to join me in that premiere bowl. Okay, critical catch. You can get critical catches for the raid bosses too. I'll take that. 10 candy, 600 Stardust, because you do gain extra Stardust for the captures, of course, as I said. Up to 49 Totodile candies. Max attack. That's not bad. So with the raid bosses, oh, it's female too. I could possibly use you for breeding, if and when breeding becomes a thing in Go. I like to capitalize the names of all the raid bosses here. Let's just take a look at how many we have, because I've caught a fair amount of these Croconaw. Go based on number, and scrolling down we see, okay, there are 8 right now. Bear in mind Dundee started as one as well, so I've caught 9 raid Croconaw. I'm kind of happy with that. Now, as I said, I'm going to show you the gym badges I'm currently working on. There's a wild Spinnerack there, but we're not that interested. I've used my raid pass for the day, but what else can we find in the area? Anyway, so gym badge wise, we'll see what I got for points. So the Aquatic Center, I'll zoom in so you see the nice little badge here. Aquatic Center, the Fiddlehead statue, the Centerbeam Place sculpture, St. John City Market, and the Church of St. Andrew and St. David. I got gold gym badges for each of those. Essentially, all that really gives you is extra items when you spin it. So I'm going to see if I can go to those spots and get some extra Pokeballs, perhaps, to restock myself. I'm also working, so Calvary Temple, not Cavalry, the one I'm currently sitting at right now, which was where we fought the first Articuno on the channel, I believe. Or was that the second? I think it was the first. Anyways, sitting here, I've got that about halfway or so. A little bit over halfway. So I'm still working on some of these badges here. I've almost got a silver for this new one I've been recently visiting. The, what is it called? To the Inhabitants of America. Anyways, I gotta get some more Pokeballs, definitely. And what do I have for money, for coins? I got 253. What I'm doing with the coins, I'm trying to make sure I keep myself at least 100 for if I need to buy a raid pass, and anything in excess of that, I buy myself an incubator. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'll buy a standard egg incubator. I want to save the super ones, of course, for use on the 10 kilometers. These regular egg incubators, the 3-use ones at regular speed, I can use them on whichever one I want. So, what is a recent 5-kilometer one? That's the 21st. I want to get one on the 22nd. Let me check the dates here. 23rd. So 23rd is the most recent. That is today, actually. So we're going to put you in the regular one. So I was thinking about this too. there hasn't really been much to show off in the world of Pokemon Go, except for like my own progress and stuff. Would you guys want to see me start doing regular updates of my own personal progress in the game, like once a week or something like that? Because I could show you who I'm working on, where I'm at with them. For example, Heads the Dodrio. I could have shown you his advancement along the way, but to me, that didn't seem like a lot to really showcase. But if you guys want to see this stuff, let me know. I can do like maybe a Sunday feature as in addition to the bigger updates of what I'm doing right now, like for the Equinox event. Look how this looks too. Why is it purple? It reminds me of Mewtwo for some reason. But anyways, let's keep walking, see if we can hatch this egg, and some other eggs, and see if we can get some more Pokeballs to start catching more Pokemon for more Stardust and all this fun stuff during the Equinox event. Well, that was interesting. I just had somebody offer to buy my hat off me. And I was like, no deal, I gotta keep this for my videos. It's part of my whole, what would you call it? Mystique, I guess? That's not even the right term. But no, I'm keeping the old Charizard. I didn't want to tap that. Give me the items. So what I'm also doing, I didn't mention this yet, but I go around to some fellow Team Instinct gyms, feeding the Pokemon, of course, in the gym for the sake of, you gain Stardust, and as you'll see, you gain boosted Stardust for this as well, not just hatching eggs, not just catching Pokemon, but also feeding them in the gyms. And what I'm doing, I'm feeding Pokemon that I kind of need more candies for, because as I say, my goal is to get 100 candies of each species, and who else do I need candy for? I do need some Scyther candies. So there is a slim, very slim chance that when you feed a Pokemon in a gym, you might gain a candy from them. Of that particular species, of course. Nothing just yet. As I say, it's a slim chance. But the other species I need a candy for would be this Tyranitar right here. I don't have any Larvitar candies. Come on. No, I wanted to show it off on camera. Oh well, I usually only feed 5 candies or 5 berries to Pokemon in gyms at a time. And then I move on. So I was going to talk about what I'm doing with the rare candies. Because currently, scrolling through my items, I've got 68 Pokeballs now, but I'm up to only 18 rare candies. What I want to do is hold on to 25 minimum as I can replenish them after all the raids and such that I take care of. Because when it comes time to me walking a Pokemon that requires 5 kilometers at least per candy, I want to use as many rare candies as possible on them to get them up to the next 25 level. For example, up to like say 25 candies, 50, 75, and then 100. And anything that takes less than 5 kilometers, I'll just keep walking them, seeing if I can find wild Pokemon of that species to catch them. Now the thing is, there is another Pokemon which I showed you that I want to get powered up and evolved if I get enough candy, and that is, in the 700s, it is Ramses. But from what my cousin Mike tells me, Flaffy and Mareep and Ampharos require 5 kilometers per candy. So I'm kind of hoping I can hold on to the rare candies for the time being. I'm going to keep walking heads until we get to at least 10 Doduo candy again after that evolution. And the increased chance of hatching Mareep out of 2-kilometer eggs means I'm going to try during this event to hatch enough candies, or hatch enough Mareep to get enough candies to get us into the 100, at which point I can evolve Ramses into Ampharos. Will it happen? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But how are the eggs doing? The 2-kilometer was about to hatch pretty soon, so I'll pop back in as that's about to crack open and see what we get and see how long it takes to get another 2-kilometer egg to replace that. And wouldn't you know, it didn't take too much longer at all. Let's stop off here at the nice backdrop of, if you can see it, the Canada flag in flowers back here and see what we get with the 2-kilometer egg. Come on, Mareep, we want candies. This is one of the special event eggs. Yes! Alright, Mareep is hatched. How much candy do we get? 10. We get 1,600 Stardust. So we're almost at 100. Just need to get one more Mareep. I mean, I could use 3 rare candies, but as I say, I want to try to hang on to them. Let's just check your stats here. Good old Mareep. Really strong with really strong attack. And you're big. Alright, so let's see. Let's go over to this Pokestop over here. I'm going to wander through our City Hall courtyard, I guess. The little front area, you can see here, that's where our City Hall is located, where the occasional rally takes place, well, this is King Street uptown, where a lot of parades take place, coming down the hill and passing by in front of City Hall. So there is a Pokestop, which I frequent. It is the SPCA. What do you call this? Let's see what the Pokestop is called here. If it decides to load up for us. Let's stand with it in behind so you can actually see it. As we've got so many loud motorbikes in the background this time. What are you? You're not even going to show me. Come on. I'm here on camera to show off the locations and stuff in my city. And we don't even get an egg out of this one. So let's go ahead and keep wandering and find some more 2-kilometer eggs from other stops near the boardwalk. Okay, Okay, so change of plans. I've decided I kind of want to try to get those 2-kilometer eggs a lot faster. So I put some Pokemon eggs in the super incubator just to try to hatch them a little bit quicker. I refuse, however, to put a 2-kilometer egg in the super incubator because it kind of defeats the purpose. You're only going to be walking it for what? 1.3 kilometers, I think it would be. So you can easily walk 2 kilometers with like the standard incubator. But I'm going to try to hatch these eggs quicker because, as I say, I want to maximize how many 2-kilometer eggs that I do manage to pick up during this event. Because I want more Mareep, I want Larvitar. I need one more Larvitar to be able to choose one of them to be one of my main Pokemon. Also, Snorlax. Now, Snorlax is an interesting story. As I was walking around down near the boardwalk, wild Snorlax appeared out of nowhere. I went closer to it because I like to walk to the point the Pokemon is actually positioned at to encounter it. It despawned before I even got close to it. What? How does a Snorlax move that quick, really? But anyways, as you can see, I got the eggs here. I'm going to keep walking for a little while, see if I can get them to hatch, and I'll come back and show you on camera as the hatches happen. Hopefully it's something amazing. Possibly not, because they're not 2-kilometer eggs. But a 10-kilometer is still kind of amazing, depending on what it is. So I'll come back and show you those, and hopefully we'll replenish them with 2-kilometer eggs before the end of day 1 of my adventure for the the Equinox event of Pokemon GO. But just before I leave the Fiddlehead area, I want to see if I can get some nice footage of this little guy over here. Here, buddy, it's a baby seagull. Come here, bud. Come say hi. Come say hi to the viewers. I know you probably shouldn't do this to like wild animals and get them close to you, but let's just zoom in. Hi, bud. I felt kind of bad. There were some baby seagulls in the area uptown here, and they were nesting and just exploring in a very kind of busy spot with a lot of traffic and stuff. Due to some accidents, they didn't make it, unfortunately. Kind of sad, but hopefully this little guy here, in sort of a more remote section, not as much traffic, hopefully he'll be okay. And he or she, actually, I don't know how you can tell male or female, but it's kind of cool. Like something I wanted to say at one point is when you're doing Pokemon Go, it's easy to get wrapped up in the the fictional characters, the fictional wildlife and stuff. You gotta stop and take a look at the actual world around you, like this little guy over here, or girl, again, as I say. Hey, bud. Not gonna talk, are ya? That's all right. We'll leave you to your own business here, friend. And off we go. Well, night has begun to set in on the world of Pokemon GO, also known as the world, and looks like the eggs are hatching, at least a few of the 5-kilometer ones. So the first one brings us. It's a Magby! Cool, we already have plenty of these guys, but I'll take more candy, I'll take more Stardust. Decent amount of Stardust. What is your appraisal looking like? Really strong, good HP, good enough. Another hatching, of course, happening here, so we're going to have one more after this. Got a Houndour. I need more candies for this guy, too. So check your appraisal here. We're at 100 now. Sweet, that's what I kind of aim for, of course, for all my Pokemon. Battle with the best. Really strong HP. Cool stuff. And the final one that we're going to hatch for the time being... Wait a minute. 0.1, come on. Oh well, let's see if we can turn this Magikarp into a golden Magikarp on camera. Nope. So I'm going to actually let it go, because what I want to do is, if you'll see here, that's the wrong thing. I want to check the items. I've been prioritizing space and my time to harvest Pokeballs. I'm at 133, so I think we're pretty good for the day. My battery is almost dead, and despite the fact I have a charge pack now, portable battery pack, it still isn't going to hold out that long. So let's just see what we get here. Can we get a 2-kilometer egg? No. So what we're going to do is, let's just walk a little bit, see if we can get this last egg to hatch on camera. I'm probably going to be shadowed pretty quickly. I'm walking away from the bright lights I'm using for my natural... This isn't natural lighting. I was going to say natural lighting. This is man-made lighting. But let us keep wandering. See, there's not a lot of action going on now. I think it's like 8 o'clock at night, the raids stop happening. Maybe 7 o'clock they stop generating. Hang on, are you a shiny across the way? Nope, I heard a bing. I thought, is that something? But not quite. Just a Pokestop activation. But let's keep watching, see if we can hatch that last egg. I do have another egg in the super incubator, the 10-kilometer one. It's a little bit too late to try to finish hatching that now. I might do it once I'm home and I recharge and do a little walk around the neighborhood. And if I do, I'll show you that one when it hatches on screen. But that's going to free up 4 spaces for hopefully 2-kilometer eggs that I'll harvest tomorrow and see if I can get some rare species hatching out of those ones. I'm imagining maybe Snorlax might be in the 2-kilometer eggs. Of course, we know Mareep, Chansey, and Larvitar for some examples. What else hatches out of 2 kilometers that are kind of rare? I'm not sure, but the last one is hatching right now. Let's see what it is for our final hatch on camera for the day. It is Ammonite. That's kind of cool. How's your candy looking? I actually had enough candy for you, but that's some good Stardust right there. I can start powering up some Pokemon. But that is going to be it for tonight, unless I do hatch that 10-kilometer, which I probably will do once I've recharged. I've got to go home, record some Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battling for the Mega Melee. And once I get taken care of that, I can record, or maybe not record, I can walk that last egg and then also record the hatching. See if I can get some more 2 kilometers before I leave the Uptown area, though. So I'll check back in a little bit later tonight if I hatch that egg. If not, I'll see you, either way, in a moment, but tomorrow for me. Okay, it is now day 2 of my encounters and adventures in the Equinox event here. We're going to start things off with the egg that I didn't finish hatching last night. I was a little bit too tired with the Mega Melee going on. I had to record footage for that. And just after walking about, 12 kilometers yesterday, I needed a little bit of a break last night. But I am back. I'm going to hatch this one first, this 10-kilometer egg, and I'll show you that on camera. Then I'm going to see if I can get some more 2-kilometer eggs here in the event. I did get these 2 that you see on screen. I also picked up this 10-kilometer one, which I'm going to throw into one of those super incubators. But let's hatch this one first and see what we get. Free up a space, try to get another 2-kilometer egg. And then I'm going to go, well, as I'm hatching it, I'm going to catch as many Pokemon as possible. Because I don't know if I showed this off yet or not, but I'm up to 154 Pokeballs. I can catch so many things, get double Stardust for all of it. And as I start getting things, I feel kind of bad. I sacrificed a bunch of potion space for all these Pokeballs, but I realized I'm going to be able to get a bunch of those potions back as I do more Pokestop harvesting, right? So it's not a big loss. I'll be able to replenish that anytime. Now we see a couple of instinct gyms. I'll try to add some Pokemon in because currently I have no Pokemon in any gyms and I'm down to 3 coins. I want to get some more item storage space, which is going to be 4 days worth of getting 50 coins max if I can pull that off. So let's get things started, get some gyms, and start catching all the Pokemon we see and hatch these eggs. Okay, the 10-kilometer egg is now hatching. Let's see what we get. Come on, Snorlax. Come on. Larvitar, maybe? Snorlax. Alright, so that's my 5th Snorlax. Thing is, it's only my 4th male one. Now, if you've been following the channel, you know I've got 2 Snorlax. 1 male, 1 female. So I am going to wait until I get 5 males to choose one to be Snoozer. And I got to wait till I get 5 females to choose one to be Dozer. And that's going to take even longer. Pretty sure female Snorlax are more uncommon. But let's check your stats here, buddy. Battle with the best. Max HP. You're a pretty good front runner for our eventual Snoozer on the team. Let me just make sure I am only at 5 total. Let's go by number. Let's scroll down to the Snorlax area. Whereabouts are you at, my friends? Yeah, so there's 5 now. So one of them is female. Look at that 140 CP one right there. That was a random catch in the wild, of course. Okay, so we're here at this Pokestop. Can we get another 2-kilometer egg out of this one? We do. Sweet. All right. So here's what the plan is. Let's see. I'm going to put in these some of the 2-kilometer ones. That's the one I just got now. So we'll put this one in first in one of our standard incubators. I'll put this other one into the... Wait, is that the same day? No, that's yesterday. Okay, we're going to put that in the infinite use one. And let's put this 10-kilometer one in one of the super incubators. And just to free up some more space more quickly, we're going to put some of the more recent 5-kilometer ones in the super incubators as well. Do we have any from the 22nd and up? 1 second. Let's check these 2. No, but I've only got 2 super incubators left. I'm going to put that one in, and I will drop this one in as well. Oh, that was from yesterday. I don't think the 5-kilometer ones are going to be rare Pokemon, but you never know. If nothing else, it's going to free up space for more 2 kilometers today. So I'm going to continue on, as I say, go around, see if I can get some coins for the day, perhaps. Drop some Pokemon in some gyms, and keep harvesting more Pokemon for Stardust. You'll see, with that hatch, I'm now up to 16,000 Stardust. That's pretty cool for powering up Pokemon. So anyway, the hunt continues. So I'm back up here at the Fiddlehead, and I just added Dundee back into the gym here. See if I can get some candy from him by feeding him some of our Nana Berries, because I don't use the Nana Berries for anything else. But, no, he didn't give me any candy, so, oh well. I'm going to move on, go to the next gym. But before I do, we're going to exit out of here. I'm going to put the game in the pocket for a bit. As I say in the intro to every episode, an important thing to bring with you every time you go out and about doing Pokemon Go is to bring snacks. So I brought snacks today, but not for myself. I want to go over here to our little seagull buddy we saw earlier in the video. And I told him yesterday off camera I was going to bring something for him today. I brought him some tuna. Now, I'm not sure if it's actually the best thing for a wild seagull for... Where are you going, buddy? Okay, then. It wasn't my fault. Someone was walking a dog and that scared the bird away. Let's just wait for him to come back for a moment. He seems to have been spooked away from his usual perch, but let's see if we can slip across the way here. I don't see any more dogs around. Hopefully I'll be able to feed him some of our human tuna, which sounds weird. Like I said, I don't know if it's actually the best thing for, what would you call, processed tuna for a wild bird to have, but it's something. See if he'll go for it. I just tossed him out of the little container, so I think he's going for it. He seems interested for sure. There we go. Eat up, little guy. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, feeding wild animals. I'm sure the late great Steve Irwin would say nature should just take its course. Hope I'm not incurring his wrath anytime soon, because I have named a Pokemon after you, good sir. But kind of when I see a little baby like that, I want to help out however I can. Let's zoom back out here. Let's see if he goes for the actual container. Nice, he's a little too skittish to go for it with me sitting here, so I'm just going to dump the rest of it for him and leave him on his way. As I continue on my way, trying to get some more coins in Pokemon Go. Well, I've been going around laying claim to my usual spots to get some items, get some hopeful coins at some point today. The first of the two 2-kilometer eggs are hatching right now. Do we get Marie? Because if so, I can evolve Ramses immediately. Tyro, that's not bad, I'll take that. I only have 2 of these guys already. What are your stats like? Battle with the best. Best quality is really strong defense. Okay. What's the next egg bring us? Fine, I'm going to head back down and get that Pokestop, see if we can get another 2-kilometer egg. This one is going to be another Tyro. Not bad. Same thing that my cousin hatched a while back. 2 Tyro back to back. What are you looking like, buddy? Battle with the best. Really strong attack, it looks like. So I believe that would make it into a Hitmonlee, and I think defense being better is Hitmonchan. If their stamina is the best, that makes it a Hitmontop if you evolve it. So do we see another 2-kilometer out of this stop? No. I'm going to keep going, see if I can get some more 2-kilometer eggs to fill up the space there. And of course we still have another 1.3 to go to hatch these 5 kilometers, and that 10-kilometer is waiting to hatch as well. Wait, I have one right now that I got today. Let's go ahead and incubate that in the standard one. And I'll keep looking to see if I can get some more eggs, and I'll come back and show you those hatches as they happen. And as I make this Rattata capture, I believe the 2 5-kilometer eggs are prepared to hatch. I just saw a Furo. I need that for Stardust. Alright, so let's see what we get out of these 2 eggs. First one is going to give us Houndour. Good. I already got some more candy for that one, but more can't hurt. When it comes time to power up Baskerville, we'll have a nice amount of Stardust, and, sorry, not Stardust, well, yeah, and candy to work with. Battle with the best, really strong HP, and the next 5-kilometer gives us... Pinsir! Yes, that's my 3rd one. I need 2 more, and I can finally add a Pinsir onto the team. Unless this one's a max stat Pokemon right away. Nope, really strong, but it's got max HP. So that's still pretty cool to get. Good old Pinsir. Alright, and I think I still have a couple more eggs incubating. 0.7 kilometers to go to hatch that next 2-kilometer one, but I'm at 6% battery. It's time to go off and recharge for a little bit. I'm trying to grab this last-minute Furo. Actually, let's see if we can get some items out of here. Let's see if we can get ourselves... Look, Snapper's still defending this gym. That is awesome. We get another 2-kilometer egg. No, I got another 10, though. I think that's 2 that I have in reserve right now. I'll probably pop both of those into some of the super incubators once I freed them all up. Yeah, I've got 2 of them. Alright, we got some more egg hatching to do, but time to go recharge, as I said. Check back in just a moment. So if we take a look at the eggs here, the 2-kilometer one is about to hatch pretty soon. I figure what I'm going to do now, though, since I have 2 of these 10-kilometer ones, just to try to speed things along, I'm going to incubate them in the super incubators. So we only got 6.67 kilometers to hatch them. Of course, I already have one doing that incubation at the moment. Just another, is that 2.8, I believe that is? Yeah, 2.8 kilometers to go for that one. And we'll see what hatches out of that. But there's a Hoot over this way. Let's wander here, see if we can get this 2-kilometer egg to hatch as we try to make this capture of Hoot. Remember this spot, everybody? This is where I had the big heartbreaking ending to, or I guess cliffhanger ending to the Zapdos hunt. Was I able to make the capture? Of course I was. Of course you wouldn't know that if you haven't seen the episode, and I've just spoiled it for you. But feel free to go back and check that out anyway. Some of the best cinematography I've done as far as Pokemon Go is concerned in quite a little while. Of course, get the Hoot Hoot, nice simple capture. There's a Tentacool right over here as well. First of all, let's of course check your appraisal. Room for improvement, of course, as expected. But a snag is Tentacool, and there's also a Spinnerack elsewhere there. So I guess this is just basic capture. I'll come back as soon as that egg is about to hatch. Once we make this catch. I'll come back when the egg hatches. Alright, the egg is cracking open right now. Let's see what we get. Come on, Mareep. Or anything amazing, really. We get ourselves Togepi! Nice, I need more candy for you guys. Another 7 and 1127 Stardust. Let's check your appraisal. Battle with the best, we have really strong defense on this one. So I do need one eventually to, in Gen 4, get a Togekiss. Because I have Egbert the Togetic, but he stays as a Togetic. He's not evolving up. I gotta get myself another one to choose one to be the eventual Togekiss. So do we get another 2 kilometer out of this stop? We do not. Do we get another one out of a stop a little ways across there, which I will walk over to. I like to walk to the actual physical locations for the stops. I don't find it. But you know something in the background there? A legendary egg. There's another Raikou here in the Uptown area. I'm going to check that out, see if anyone shows up for it. I don't have a lot of time left for the day, because on Sunday the buses do stop running at some point, a little earlier than the other days of the week, so I got to book it at some point. But I'll check that egg out and see if we can happen to get ourselves another Raikou captured. If so, I'll have that on camera. But for the time being, let's continue walking, trying to hatch these eggs and look for another 2 kilometer to add to our inventory for the moment. Alright, so the 10 kilometer egg is hatching. We find my first Aerodactyl! Triple experience for adding it to the Pokedex. Nice! Let's check your stats here, my friend. Really strong with good HP. Kind of not what you're looking for in an Aerodactyl, but I finally have one. And as you can see, my phone's about to die. So what we're going to do, I'll just check that off here. We've got some more eggs that are on the go, but once I get back to my home area on the west side of town, I'm going to walk around the neighborhood, try to hatch these eggs, and we'll round out, I guess, the last of this episode with some egg hatches. Hopefully we'll get some more Aerodactyl. Let's find out. Well, no go on the Raikou raid. Nobody showed up in time for it. I had to boogie, but I did take down a Magmar raid. Got myself some items. Nothing amazing, just potions, super potions, and revives. So not a lot there. Not much there to add to my collection. But I'm currently on the west side once again, my home area, trying to hatch these last last minute big eggs actually. 2 5Ks are about to hatch. Our first one reveals to us Kabuto, very cool. I already have Kabutops, but I can use more candy. Got 2937 Stardust and 19 more candies, not bad. Look, we're at 24,000 Stardust. Let's check your appraisal. Really strong attack. I am sweating right now. There's a lot of walking going on. Something I didn't mention, I don't think, is in my intros to the videos, I mentioned a bunch of things that you want to take with you as a Pokemon goer. One thing I had to update the intro to include is a towel, because I get kind of sweaty when I'm walking around a lot, and a towel is kind of necessary. So we'll hang on to this for the time being and see what the next 5K hatches up. This one presents to us the miraculous Pokemon known as Scyther. I need more candies for this one too. Not bad. 20 more candy, 3,004 Stardust. So that is some good... Oh, I didn't check your appraisal yet. You are working with the wonderful stats that make you the best that you can be. Attack, defense are the maximum. HP is not quite. You are pretty close to the Scyther we hatched that evolved into Scizor at one point earlier. Not perfect, but you're pretty decent as is. So, we have 10% battery left. Do we have enough time to hatch these last 10 kilometers? I'm going to try my best. I might have to stop and charge up the phone in between, but hopefully in just a moment, you will see these eggs hatch. Hopefully it's just a few moments for me as I do some more walking. Okay, so for today, I've walked a total of over 16 kilometers based on my Rescue Walk app here. But it was all worth it because the 2 10-kilometer eggs, the last bit of walking I'm going to do for the day, they're now hatching. What's the first one going to give us? Snorlax, Mareep, Larvitar maybe, Porygon. I've got plenty of you. More Stardust, though, is always nice. Look, I'm at 34,000 Stardust. And some decent candy there, too. Appraisal says, battle with the best of them. Max HP. Not bad. Let's see what the last of the 10Ks present to us. Just going to relax against this railing here as we find a second Aerodactyl. Very awesome stuff. What is your stats looking like, my friend? Battle with the best of them. Attack and defense are the max. You're a front runner for my real Aerodactyl, or just the main Aerodactyl that I might use in the team. But, as I say, that is it for tonight. Looking at the eggs, I've got 4 of the 5-kilometer ones left. As far as incubators go, I've got the infinite one, and I've got 1 use left of the super incubator. I was going to wrap things up for today's episode, but I want to wait. I'm addicted to these egg hatches. I want to go back uptown tomorrow, get as many 2-kilometer eggs as possible, try to hatch them on camera. That's when I'm going to call it a wrap for this episode of Pokemon Go, so stay tuned. There's still more coming, as you can see from the time bar down below. I'm going to go out early in the morning, see if I can get more of those 2 kilometers. I want to end things off, if possible, with evolution of whereabouts are you? Favorite, and the 700s, Ramses. I want to evolve Ramses and Ampharos by the end of today's episode. Which means if I need to, I can just use a couple of rare candies and get this Pokemon where I need it to be as far as candy is concerned. I can get the evolution into Ampharos. What I do want to do, since I'm still walking heads, I want to get each Pokemon to at least 10 candies. And that means just another 0.2 kilometers. I could even finish walking heads tonight. Once heads is done, I'm going to walk Ramses, our Flaffy right now, eventual Ampharos, till we can get enough candy to evolve, and then I want to keep walking until I get to 10. But as I said, as far as the rare candies are concerned, I want to save 25 rare candies unless I'm walking somebody that needs 5 kilometers or more for each candy, at which point I'll drop every candy I can into them. I kind of want to let my candies build up. That's why I'm hoping a 2-kilometer egg tomorrow will hatch me a Mareep. I can get some more candies for that. But if I don't get it, I will rare candy, if need be, to get our Ampharos in this video. So stay tuned in just a moment as we hit the uptown area once again in the bright, brilliant sunlight of morning tomorrow, after I rest up for tonight. Well, it's now the next day, and I'm back in the uptown area, and unfortunately, the Pokestops are being kind of stingy with the 2-kilometer eggs right now. I did get a 10-kilometer, which I put into the super incubator. I've got 1 use left for that one. And I put the 2-kilometer in my regular incubator. And if you take a look here, if I try to incubate, that's all I got left for incubators. I already burned through them all just this past weekend here. So, I mean, it was for a worthy cause, of course. I'm going to keep going until I hatch that 2-kilometer egg. I'm hoping it's going to be a Mareep, so we have enough candy to evolve Ramses. And as soon as it's hatching, I'll pop back in and show you what we happen to get out of that 2-kilometer egg. Still waiting for that 2-kilometer egg to hatch. Now, I wanted to point out that I've been spending a little bit of time. Why do I keep clicking the wrong thing? Spending a little bit of time today putting my Pokemon into some gyms. Let's see how many I'm defending. I've got 5 gyms I'm defending right now just to get my coins for the day. But I wanted to, I guess, add on to something I was saying earlier about I'm putting Pokemon in that I need candy for so I can feed them the berries and try to maximize the random candy that you get. I'm starting to think you don't get candy for your own Pokemon that you put in because I haven't gotten any over the past several days by feeding just my Pokemon. And I imagine that's probably the case because they wouldn't want to, they want to encourage the team aspect of this game, I'm sure. So, by allowing you to get candy from just your own Pokemon, you're not going to feed anyone but your own Pokemon. So I believe to get a candy, you must feed a Pokemon of one of your teammates in a gym, which means if you're looking for candy for a particular species, you got to hope that they've put a Pokemon in of the species that you're looking to get candy for. Why can't I speak? So, as you're doing that, looking to get some extra candies, keep that in mind. See if you can feed up some friendly Pokemon that are of the species that you need to build up your candy for. But with that, I'm going to take a break from talking because clearly it has overexerted me. I'm going to go walk for another 0.5 and see can we get Mareep out of this egg. Alright, it is time for the 2-kilometer egg to hatch. Come on, we need Mareep. I'll take a Snorlax too. Yes! Perfect timing. Get ourselves 6 more candy and 1030 Stardust. So that does give us enough candy for what I was hoping to accomplish. Wait, we didn't even check your appraisal. Let's check our recent acquisitions and see how well Mareep is doing. Battle with the best of them. Max attack. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and find ourselves... Where is it here? I'll just go favorite. I'll just type in the name Ramses. Or I think I just go R-A-M, and it should find... There we go, Ramses. Okay, evolution time into Ampharos. I was going to say, why is it grayed out? It's not grayed out. The image is because we haven't seen this yet. We're getting another Gen 2, I almost said Gen 3, Gen 2 Pokemon. Triple the experience for doing so. Ramses joins the squad. Now your CP was 700 some. What does it go up to, buddy? First of all, of course, addition to the Pokedex. And you're up to 1520, so not terribly bad. Volt Switch and Focus Blast. That could help us against some Tyranitar, maybe. Of course, I have to power you up quite a bit. Now then, what I'm going to do, you'll see that I have a bunch of Stardust here. You're probably wondering, what happened to all the Stardust from last night? Because clearly I had more than this. I have been powering up Pokemon, but you're probably thinking, well, wait a minute, how come all of your strongest Pokemon haven't powered up any? Because I've been kind of powering up the lesser Pokemon down here. Now, hear me out. You're probably thinking, why would you bother powering up like a Pikachu or a Squirtle, stuff like that? Because as I take on the gyms, I lower the CP of the opposing Pokemon, meaning I can use my weaker Pokemon, and the stronger I make them, the more powerful they are against those weakened Pokemon as I take the gyms down. Like I say, I'm not super competitive. My goal is to try to spread the fun around of all my Pokemon, because I'm hoping eventually when Gen 3 comes out, they might include something like ribbons, like they had in the video games. So they might have ribbons for a number of wins per Pokemon. I'm holding out hope, but even if not, I'm still having fun using my main guys like Shelbert and Pikachu here, you know? They're enjoyable. So Medusa is next in line to power up. I'll do that off camera, because it's time for me, I guess, to end off the day. Wait a minute, let's see. Is this a shiny Magikarp down the way? Nope, regular Magikarp. We will let it be. But I guess that's going to be it. So I haven't been able to get many more 2-kilometer eggs, but I did get the one that I wanted. I got Mareep. So I guess if you want to stay tuned and see if I do hatch anything else amazing during this event, follow me on Twitter, because what I'll probably do, instead of uploading quick little clips onto YouTube, I'll put them on Twitter, and as my eggs hatch, I'll show you what I get. If it is something super amazing, if it's run-of-the-mill, I'm probably not going to waste your time with that. But follow me on Twitter if you're not currently following me. There's a link down in the description, I believe, but if not, you can get it on my channel's About page. Check that out, get Twitter. If you don't have Twitter, it's a free sign up. You can just make a quick account, follow whoever you want to follow, see their tweets, check their updates on a regular basis. And as far as the rest of my content, feel free to, well, first of all, if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to like it, and feel free to share it with a friend who might be taking part in Pokemon GO's Equinox event to see what kind of species they can get. And you can always subscribe to my channel for more daily Pokemon content, updates, usually daily, as long as I can keep myself on track to get stuff done. And you can also check out some links during the outro to some other videos that I have done, such as recently the Mega Melee online competition in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, Wi-Fi battling. But with that, we are going to get out of here so I can rest up after a lot of walking this weekend. Once again, I want to say thanks for watching today's video. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I will catch you next time.